Hey students, welcome to English class. In previous class we have completed your first chapter in 4th standard English textbook. In this class we are going to start your workbook part. In that we are going to start module 1. Let us begin your workbook part, that is module 1. In this class we are going to learn dictation, word dictation, listen and answer. Vocabulary. In vocabulary we are going to learn prefixes, grammar, common gender noun and collective noun. In grammar part we are going to learn about noun, what is noun and parts of noun, and common gender nouns and collective nouns. Then formal writing and creative writing. Let us begin with the dictation. Page number 1, exercise 1.1, word dictation. These are some of the words you have to read and you have to understand the meaning of the word. In that, first one is mistreated. What is the meaning of mistreated? Mistreated means treat badly or cruelly or treat unfairly. Treat someone badly is known as mistreated. Next, rescue. Rescue means act of saving or helping someone from the danger. Helping someone from the danger or saving someone from the danger is known as rescue. Next, fracture. Fracture means broken or cracked is known as fracture. The meaning of special. What did you mean by special? Special means feel better, feel superior or different from what is as usual. Different. Next, leopard. The spelling of leopard is Leopard. Leopard is an animal and we call it as cheetah. Next, frighten. What is the meaning of frighten? The frighten means afraid. Afraid of something is known as frightened. Next, discussing. What is the meaning of discussing? Talk something about. Talk about something or communication between two or more peoples is known as discussion or discussing. Next, abandon. What is the meaning of abandon? Abandon means left without care or protection is known as abandoned. Last one is environment. What is environment? Environment means the surrounding in which people, animals and plants live. It is called as environment or the nature. Environment means nature, surroundings where the people and other living means live, no? That is called as environment. Next, page number 2. Exercise 1.2, listen and answer. Here are some of the question and answer. You have to listen those and answer for those questions. In that first one, what nickname was given to King Ashoka because of his wickedness? What is the meaning of wickedness here? Wickedness means being cruel, treating people cruelly, or being cruel, or quality of being evil or treating people morally wrong is known as wickedness. The nickname Chand Ashoka was given to king because of his wickedness. Next one. Which battle changed Ashoka's life? The battle of Kalinga changed Ashoka's life. Next, third one. Which religion did Ashoka adopt? Ashoka adopted the religion of Buddhism. Next. What message did Ashoka embrace? Ashoka embraced the message of love, peace and kindness that Buddha taught. Next, fifth one. How did Ashoka address his people? Ashoka addressed his people as his children. I repeat, how did Ashoka address his people? Ashoka addressed his people as his children. Next, page number 2, vocabulary. In vocabulary part, we are going to learn about prefixes. What did you mean by prefixes? Let us learn now. What is prefix? Prefix are letters or group of letters that are added at the beginning of the word to make a new word with different meaning. Every prefix has its own meaning. Prefixes are letters or group of letters. Prefixes are the letter. It is a single letter or a multiple letter that are added to the word. That is added to the word that is before the word. That are added at the beginning of the word to make a new word. If we add prefix to any word, it will become a new word with a different meaning, and that meaning will also change. Every prefix has its own meaning. Prefix. Here the name itself indicates that before, attach. Here pre means before and fix means attach. We are attaching something to the word. Prefix word. Remember that prefix has a meaning, but it is not a word. Prefix can change the meaning of the word. Here are some of the examples. That is, I am in means not and re means again. Some of the other examples for the prefixes are re, im, dis, in, un and non. An example for the prefix re is rearrange. I am, im is impossible, dis is disconnect, in is incorrect, un is unhappy, non is non-volatile or nonsense are some of the examples. These are all the examples for the prefixes. And prefixes can be used in the following cases. Those are, there are two cases here. To create a new word with new meaning. If we add these prefixes, we can create a new word with new meaning. For the base word, if we add these prefixes, it will create a new word, and that word will form a new meaning. And second case is to create a new word with opposite meaning of the original word to turn a word into its negative form. In second cases, if we add these prefixes, it will become opposite meaning. Some prefixes, if we add to the original word, it will become a opposite of the original word, or it will form a word opposite meaning of the original word, or it will turn a word into its negative form. Now let us understand the first case, that is to create a new word with new meaning. This re is a prefix that is used to create a new word with new meaning. Here, for example, here the base word is order. If we add re to it, it will become reorder. Order means arranging in a systematic manner. Reorder means arrange it again. And for the word, base word arrange, if we add re to it, it will become rearrange. For the base word do, if we add re to it, it will become redo. For the base word turn, if we add re to it, it will become return. For the base word write, if we add re to it, it will become rewrite. Write again, turn again, do again, arrange again, and order again. Instead of using again, we can use the prefix as re. Re is a prefix that is used to create a new word with new meaning. Now, let us learn the second case here. What is the second case? To create a new word with opposite meaning. If we add some prefixes, that word will become opposite of the original word. Let us learn one by one here. That is, first one is im. First one is im. Im means not or opposite. What is the meaning of im? Im means not or opposite. Example, here possible. What is the meaning of possible? Possible means I can do it. If we add into it, im, if we add into it, it will become impossible. That means it will take a opposite form. That is, I can't do it. And polite. If we add into it, it will become impolite. Proper. If we add into it, it will become improper. It will take a opposite in meaning. Next, perfect. If we add into it, it will become imperfect. It will also make a opposite in meaning. Next, the base word pure. If we add into it, it will become impure. It will form a opposite in meaning. And next prefix is dis. In second case, next prefix is dis. What is the meaning of dis? Dis means not or opposite. Agree. What is the meaning of agree? Agree means same opinion. If we add dis to it, it will become disagree. That means not same opinion, different opinion. Like is a base word. If we add dis to it, it will become dislike. Respect. If we add dis to it, it will become disrespect. Able. If we add dis to it, it will become disable. These are all the example for the dis prefix, and these are all the examples for the im prefix. I hope you have understood. Next, other examples for the second case for the prefixes are in. That is in. What is the meaning of in? Same. That is not or it will form a opposite in meaning. Complete. What is the meaning of complete? Complete means work is done. Work is already done. If we add into it, it will become incomplete. Correct. If we add into it, it will become incorrect. Correct means right. Incorrect means wrong. Dependent. If we add into it, it will become independent. Next, other prefix is un. Un. What is the meaning of un? The same meaning. Not or opposite in meaning. For the word happy, for the base word happy, if we add the prefix as un, it will become unhappy. For the base word even, if we add the prefix as un, it will become uneven. For the base word safe, if we add the prefix as un, it will become unsafe. These are all the examples for the un prefix. These are all the examples for the in prefix. Prefix in. Next, prefix non. What is the meaning of non? Prefix not or opposite in meaning. Example is violence, non-violence. And other example is miss. For the base word take, if we add miss, it will become mistake. For the base word fortune, if we add miss to it, it will become misfortune. For the base word behave, if we add miss to it, it will become misbehave. These are all the examples for the prefixes. Which are all prefixes we have learned? We have learned the prefixes im, dis, in, un, non. These are all the prefixes which will make the opposite meaning of the original word. That is in a second case prefixes. In a first case prefixes are to create a new word with new meaning. For that we use re, R-E. That means again. Next, in your book also they have given some of the examples. Let us learn one by one now. In your book, they have given some of the base word, prefix plus base word and type of meaning. Let us learn one by one now. Sure. Sure. What is the meaning of sure? Confident. If we add un prefix to it, it will become unsure, unconfident, and it will form a opposite in meaning. Then respect. What is the meaning of respect? Obeying the elder's order. If we add dis to it, it will become disrespect. For respect, if we add dis to it, it will become disrespect. It will also form the opposite in meaning. Next, order. For the order means arrangement in a systematic way. If we add re to it, it will become reorder. It will form a new word. That means ordering, order again. Next one is balance. Balance means equal distribution or in a equal proportion is known as balance. If we add prefix im, it will become imbalance. Balance means in a equal proportion. Imbalance means in a non-equal proportion. It will form a opposite in meaning. That is, it will form a negative or the opposite meaning of the original word. Next, complete. What is the meaning of complete? Complete means work is done. If we add prefix into it, into complete, it will become incomplete. That is, work is not done. Complete means work is done. Incomplete means work is not done. It will also form the opposite in meaning. Use. Use means utilization. If we use miss to it, it will become misuse. It will also form the opposite in meaning. Next one is exercise 2.1. Complete the table by combining the base word with the correct prefixes. One is done for you. Here they have given some of the prefixes here. Un, in, im, re, miss and dis. Complete the table by combining the base word with the prefixes. You have to combine this base word. You have to combine this base word with the prefixes. One is done for you. They have given one example, that is fortune. What is the meaning of fortune? Fortune means luck. Good luck is known as fortune. For the word fortune, if we use miss to it, if we use miss, it will become misfortune. Misfortune means bad luck. Fortune means good luck. Misfortune means bad luck. Next example is healthy. What is the meaning of healthy? Healthy means good health. If we add un to it, it will become unhealthy. Healthy means good health. Unhealthy means bad health. That is unfit, bad health. Next, agree. What is the meaning of agree? Agree means having same opinion. Two persons or two or more persons are having same opinions. They agree. It means agree. If we add this to it, it will become disagree. Agree means same opinion and disagree means different opinion. Next, patient. Patience means tolerate any kind of problem, tolerate any kind of situation. If we add im to it, it will become impatient. That is quickly irritated by the things. Quickly irritated by any situation is known as impatient. It will form these all prefix will form the opposite meaning. Next, formal. What is the meaning of formal? Formal means following some rules and regulation, living their lives with the rules and regulations. Informal. Formal means free, easy, and bindas or unofficial style is known as informal. Last one is act. Act means doing some action, doing some work. Any kind of work is known as act. React means respond. Act means action, react means response. And these are all some of the examples for the prefixes. Next, we'll move to the next page here. Next one is page number 4. Exercise 2.2. Fill in the blanks by choosing and adding suitable prefixes to the base word given in a bracket. One is done for you. Here they have given some of the prefixes. For those prefixes, with the help of those prefixes, you should fill in the blanks. You should fill the blanks. In that, first one, Razia was upset because of Mohan's dash behavior. In bracket, they have given some of the clues here. With the help of those words, for those words, we have to add the prefix and make a sentence there. Razia was upset because of Mohan's dash behavior. In bracket, they have given the word polite. If we add im to it, it will become impolite. Razia was upset because of Mohan's impolite behavior. Next one. The road was dash. As a result, my mother fell down and hurt herself. In bracket, they have given the word even. For that even, for the word even, if you add the prefix as un, it will become uneven. It will form on meaning that uneven. The meaning of uneven is the road is not in a good condition. The road is in a bad condition. The road was uneven. As a result, my mother fell down and hurt herself. Next, third one. The teacher asked her students not to dash. In bracket, they have given the word behave. For that word behave, we have to add the prefix, that is miss. Teacher asked the students not to misbehave. Behave badly. Misbehave means behave badly or making some naughty things. Behave, misbehave. The teacher asked her student not to misbehave. Next, I enjoy reading but dash writing. In bracket, they have given the word like. For that like, we have to add the prefix as dislike. Means that boy does not like to write. I enjoy reading but dislike, not like, dislike writing. The meaning of dislike is not like. He is not interested in writing. He is interested in reading but not interested. Dislike means not interested in writing. Next, fifth one. India became an dash country in 1947. Here they have given the word in bracket dependent. For that we have to add the prefix as in. It will become independent. Not dependent on anyone. Last one is, did Roger dash your pen? In bracket they have given the word turn. For that word we have to add the prefix re. It will become return. Did Roger return your pen? Yeah, these are all about the prefixes. And these are all about your vocabulary part. Now we will move to the noun. That is grammar part, nouns. What did you mean by nouns? Nouns means naming words. Nouns means naming words. Everything in the world has a name. All names or naming words are nouns. Everything in your home, it may be anything, or it may be a person, or it may be any vehicle. It has its particular name. That naming words are known as nouns here. Noun is a name given to the place, thing, animal, or the person. Types of nouns. Some of the types of nouns are common noun. Common nouns are the general name given to the people, places, animals, or things of the same kind. And second type of noun is proper noun. Second important type of noun is proper noun. Proper noun are specific name, that is particular name. Specific means particular name given to the people, place, animal, or things. Here common noun. In common noun, examples for the common noun are boy, he is a boy, she is a girl, that is a pen. Here boy, we are not telling that boy's name here. In general, we are calling that him as a boy. Boy is a common noun. Girl is a common noun here. And hospital, lady, duster, those are all are the common noun. Examples for the common noun. Second one is proper noun. Proper noun are specific or the particular name of the people, place, animal, or thing. Example for this proper noun is Aishwarya, Saundarya, Chintu, Pinky, Ganesh, Gadak are the examples. Now let us learn more about the common noun. What is common noun here? Common noun are the general name given to the people or general name given to the place or animal and things. Example, that is man, school, dog. Here man, we are not telling that person's name there. In general we are telling. School, we are not telling that school name there, particular school name. We are not mentioning the school name. Only we are telling the school. It may be any school. In general we are telling. Dog, we are not telling that dog name, particular name of that dog. In general we are telling it as a dog. These nouns, and in common nouns, these nouns do not begin with the capital letter. It is important note that common nouns did not begin with the capital letters. Next, proper noun. Name of the specific people. Specific name given to the people, places, animals, or things. It may be John, Park, or Aishwarya, Rekha, Suman. These are all are the particular name of the person. Gadak, Chintu. These are all are the proper noun. Particular name of that person, particular name of the animal. These are all are the examples for the proper noun. Other important thing is they always begin with the capital letter. These nouns begin with a capital letter. Proper noun should begin with a capital letter. Common noun should begin with a small letter. Examples for the common noun. Boy, dog, fort, and car. We are not telling here boy name. In general, we are telling him as a boy. Dog, in general, we are calling it as a dog. Fort, we don't know the name of that fort. Car, we don't know the name of that car. Which company car? We don't know the name of that car. In general, we are telling. General name given to the name, place, animal, thing are known as common nouns. That is, general name given to people, animal, place, or thing are known as common noun. Next example for the proper noun. Proper noun are specific names given to the person, animal, place, or thing. Here, this boy is having his particular name, that is Ricky. Ricky is the example for the proper name. Pluto is the example for the proper name. Pluto is the name of that dog, particular name of that dog. Red fort. Red is the name of that fort. It is a proper noun. Cola. is the name of that drink or the thing. Particular name of that drink. These are all are the proper noun. Here proper noun are begin with the capital letter. Important note that proper noun should begin with the capital letter. And common noun should begin with the small letter. And remember that proper nouns. Here some of the other examples for the proper nouns, or concentrate here. Name of the cities, name of the days, name of the month, name of the festival, name of the holidays, name of the books, and name of the people are the proper noun. These are all are the proper noun, and these should begin with the capital letter. First letter should be capital. All these should begin with the capital. Proper noun should begin with the capital letters. And all the name of the cities. It may be Gadag, it may be Bangalore, it may be Mysore, or it may be Dharwad. All cities names should begin with the capital letters. All city names are the proper noun. And the days, Sunday, Monday, or everything, all those days should begin with the capital letters. And month, January, February, these are all should begin with the capital letters. And name of this festival, Diwali, Ganesh Chaturthi, those should be begin with the capital letters because those are all proper nouns. Name of the book, example Jungle Book, Mahabharata, Ramayana, those should begin with the capital letter. Why? Because those are all proper noun. And this is about noun and two types of noun, that is common noun and proper noun. In next class we'll learn more about nouns. Thank you students.